Alright guys, so we're going to be starting on the headliner. I'm going to be doing something a little bit different on this headliner. It's not going to be your stock headliner with those little pipes that come across. I'm going to be actually gluing the headliner to the roof, okay? I don't know if you've seen in other videos, I have an insulation pad already installed. So what I'm going to be doing is gluing this carpet material on top of that, okay? I am not going to be wrapping the metal on all sides. That's all going to be seen from below. All you're going to have is just a little patch of carpet up there, okay? But I got something special on this one. We're going to be doing something a little bit different on this. It's not just going to be all smooth up there, okay? I got a little detail I'm going to be doing, so stay tuned. Got some cool designs coming in there. All right. Remember, guys, to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that little bell for upcoming notifications. Let's get started, guys. Alright guys, so this is the carpet I'm going to be using. Got this over at Home Depot. I believe it comes in a 6x8 roll. The nice thing about it, it's lightweight, so it's not going to put a lot of weight up above your head. They do make this in, I believe, 3 different colors off of Home Depot. But I went with this because that's the color scheme I have. It's more of a gray-black throughout the whole car. So what I plan on doing is doing some detail work above your head. I'm going to actually do a swipe of black down the center and then 2 gray swipes above your head. What's going to separate that is this 1/4-inch foam. Okay, it's going to kind of give a little detail. I don't know if you can see that in the video. I'll see if I can zoom in a little bit. But it's going to kind of give a little bump in the ceiling. So it'll kind of give it a nice little detail. And that little bump's going to be black, and then, like I said, the 2 sides will be gray. So let's go ahead and get this stuff lined up and glued in where I want it. So it gives a little bit of thickness there, and then I'll roll the carpet up and over that. Alright guys, so I'm trying to figure out the size of this stripe. Okay, originally I was going to go with a 12-inch stripe, but doing that, looking at the inside of the cab, it looks like it's going to be 2 small swatches over here, and I'm not too happy with that. So I think what I'm going to do is actually cut this swipe down to about 8-inch swipe down the center, nice little stripe in the middle, and then I'll have about 15-inch stripe on both sides. So I just got to get this line all the way down. I got to lay it out back there, and then I'll put a piece of tape down that line so I know exactly where I want to run it. So let's go ahead and get this tape in here. Alright, so I kind of already marked out with this piece of tape right here where I want it. I'm going to see if I can put a square here and hopefully it'll give me somewhat of a straight edge of what I want to work with. Or it'll give me straight as a good straight line to work off of. Okay, so now I got that. Let's transfer that measurement back here. I'm going to go 15 off of here, 15 off of there, and see how narrow this stripe gets. Hopefully it stays 8 inches, more than likely not, because I think the car kind of pinches as it gets to the back.
Alright guys, so I think I have that line pretty much where I want it. Now I just got to cut the pieces of filler and glue them in there, and then I'll get going and putting the black over that and the gray on left and right of that. So let's get started. Alright guys, so this is the material I'm going to be using for the ceiling or the roof. It's very similar to that other black stuff I've been using, but it matches the same texture as the gray. So I'm going to go ahead and use this for that little swatch in the middle. I'm going to cut about a 15-inch swipe all the way down, and I believe it's about 54 inches long. I'll have to double check that. But so I'll cut that, and then I'll find the center point, line it up in there, glue it all the way down, and then glue it out. So let's go ahead and roll this out and get the 15-inch swipe out of this. Alright, so now that I got this tape up there, I'm going to go ahead and spray this whole section, and then I'm going to start my piece of carpet on this line, okay? And then I'll push it tight against this edge, wrap it up and over, and tight against this edge, and whatever finishes it out, it finishes it out. I'm hoping it's going to be close to that. I think it will be. Judging by this, let's see. Pretty darn close, so it'd be pretty even. So let's go ahead and get that sprayed, and then I'm going to go ahead and spray maybe 2 feet of this so I can kind of work it on back, and then I'll spray a little bit more, spray a little bit more, spray a little bit more. So that's the plan, guys.
sections. Very close, guys.
Alright guys, so take a look how I tucked it up underneath the lip there. Got it all the way underneath. Coming to the back, tucked it up underneath there as well. So it's nice and clean, finished off. Sorry about the shaky camera, guys. Alright guys, so now that I have the two stripes with the fresh edge up here, because that other edge didn't cut too well, I have this one for the passenger side and this one will be for the driver's side. So once I flip it upside down and put it up there, this will be over here, this one will be over here. So let's go ahead and spray that roof and get these things installed. Alright guys, so I don't know if you saw that. I traced a line roughly about 1 inch off that edge, and that's what I'm going to cut all the way down. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and use these two plastic tools to get this headliner up underneath that lip. Okay, so first off, I'm going to spray as much as I can of the roof, as much as I can of the carpet or headliner. But I am going to stay away from the edge for roughly about 1 inch. So I could take it and actually tuck it up like this, and then I'll push it in, okay? So I just have to kind of force it in there. I don't want it to glue to this tape, so that's why I'm staying 1 inch off of this. Go ahead and get some. All right, guys, headliner is in. I'm really happy with how it turned out. All right, guys, thanks for joining my another episode of Off Axis Builds. Got that headliner complete. Pretty happy with how it turned out. I think it took me about 4 hours to put in for a custom headliner. In fact, my first headliner I've ever put in. I think that was pretty decent. Love the two-tone on it. Came out exactly the way I wanted it to look. So anyways, guys, remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit that little bell for upcoming notifications. Also, check out my new merch. I got some hats, shirts, beanies. I think I even have some masks if you're interested in those. So anyways, guys, remember, guys, it's always built, not bought. See you on the next one, guys.